Alright, yeah, welcome back to another episode of A Scrub Learns to Play Limited. This week we're going to be going into the Ranked Draft Core Set 2020, so best of one with the core set. So we did Sealed last time and ended up getting some pretty rough results, honestly. There was a few mistakes though that I hope to learn by today, and as I mentioned in the previous one, all feedback is welcome. I'm going to be trying to build off of the mistakes that I made last time and hopefully not repeat them. So I'm going to be taking my time with the picks a little bit more. Obviously draft is a little bit different to Sealed as well, so that's going to be a little bit different, but for you guys specifically, it's not really going to change much. I'm just going to have to make more cuts through the draft process, take my time to really evaluate the cards, rather than focus on commentary and being entertaining, which is one of the failings of last week's video. So, without further ado, let's get into some ranked draft core set, shall we? Let's go. Alright, let's find a better one. There we go. Alright, so what do we have? Mystic Forge is our rare, and this looks pretty garbage. I don't think I would ever pick this in a million years. It looks like it's just never gonna draw me a card. So we want to be working off of the bread method, so bombs, removal, evasion, aggro, and duds. I think you call it duds anyway. So what have we got? We've got the Loyal Pegasus, which is a decent attacker in the mono white flyers list. We also have Boreal Elemental. I want to be making sure that I'm looking at things that maybe wheel as well. Obviously this is a bot, so you can't really rely on it, but just thinking about what cards are going to come back is also quite important. So we kind of have like a blue-white base here, but Gift of Paradise is solid for good fixing. We don't really need to fix right now because we might just be going with, I think, the Boreal Elemental. Probably the best. It's got the nice creature type, it's flyer, so it's pretty cool. 3/4 body for 5 and flying isn't too bad. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Elemental. There's also a good choice for Reduce to Ashes as well. It's just decent removal, but I think we want to start off how we intend to finish, and that's with good choices. Okay, so not going to commit too much to blue-white flyers, because obviously not really a thing right now, but, you know. What have we got? Double green 2/2, when it enters the battlefield, enters with a 1/1 counter on it. So it's a 3/3 for 2, but you remove a counter to give it hexproof until the end of the turn. So it's decently statted, but it kind of restricts our colours. We don't really want a double green, necessarily. When this attacks, create a soldier that's tapped and attacking. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm not sure on this one. The problem with it is that soldier ends up getting blocked quite a lot of the time, so it's just a 1/2 for 2 with flying, which is not the end of the world, of course, but, you know, there are better things. Battalion Foot Soldier. Battalion Foot Soldier, 3 mana 2/2, and it's the battlefield. You search your library for any number of Battalion Foot Soldiers, reveal them and put them into your hand. Well, we'll keep this in mind. So far, we didn't see one in our last pack, so we know we're whiffing on one of the packs along the way, but of course there are more packs to see throughout. It's decent card advantage, though, but 3 mana 2/2, maybe not worth it. Blood Burglar, 2/2 for 2 with lifelink occasionally. I don't mind this Smuggler. 3 mana 2/2 with haste. Decent enough. Another target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn, so it stops our opponent from stonewalling us, essentially. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Smuggler. I'm not really set into the blue part yet, so I'm just going to take the Smuggler. See where we go from there. Ooh, Master Splicer. Master Splicer's cool. When it enters the battlefield, you get a 4/4, essentially, and you have a 1/1 body that you can use later down the line. Wouldn't call it a bomb necessarily, but it's an option. Winged Words, pretty good actually, especially if we're going with the blue-white flyer plan, which could rotate around. Corpse Knight, we're not really in black. I think that's one of the colours we're just leaving off. Fortress Crab, a 1/6. It's kind of filler, I think. I feel like I'm going to go with the Winged Words. This is just good as long as we're in blue. And we know we've got some good blue stuff coming around. Although I do love the Master Splicer. Maybe the Splicer comes back around. We go blue-white. Yeah, I'm going to take Winged Words. I got told off for not taking it last time. Alright, so let's see if we can focus on a blue-white plan. I don't really want to be too heavy into it, of course. Because, like, I still have this Dagger Sail Aeronaut. It's not the worst thing in the world. A blue's just garbage here. We could take a Marauding Axe. If we were blue-red, I might want to take the Fixing in the Swiftwater Cliffs. Definitely don't want the black, so I'm just going to remove those from my mind. I think it's probably the Aeronaut. Yeah. Let's take the Aeronaut. Here's the green. We've got Raise the Alarm. It's not a terrible card. Frostlinks is also very nice. I actually kind of like the idea of Frostlinks here. Being able to tap down a creature, being an elemental is relevant. And if we're going blue-white, then it's something that can actually go into our deck. Tranquil Cove is also very nice as well. We could splash a third colour if we have Tranquil Cove a little bit. This is going to be our main colour, of course. I think blue-white is kind of what we're going with, but just having that kind of fixing's nice. I think we take the Frostlinks here. Okay. Act of Treason, Inspiring Captain, creatures you control get +1/+1 until the end of the turn. It's good if we're going with the flyer plan, which I think we're trying for a little bit. Still not decided what our second colour is, but I think that we're almost certainly just going to be blue. Vial of Dragonfire is decent enough removal. I think I'm going to go with the Inspiring Captain. And we got the Squad Captain back. So let's take a Squad Captain. The more the merrier. Seems good. And what's this wand? 3 mana. Deals 1 damage to any target. When it's pointed to the graveyard, it deals 5 damage to any target. We can't really kill it, but it does kill all the X ones. For whatever that's worth. I don't think it's worth much. I think I might just go with the Stone Golem. Whenever another blue creature enters the battlefield under your control, target player puts the top 2 cards of the library into the battlefield. It's just not really what I had in mind. It's just a mediocre body, really. Yeah, and there's not any support for Mill, so I'm just going to take the Stone Golem. And the Loyal Pegasus came back. Awesome. That's what we want. Get those flyers in. We're really looking for an Empyrean Eagle at this point. I could take the Disenchant. Enchantment and Artifact removal's pretty good. I'm not sure what else we've got in terms of that kind of removal available to us. But it's nice to get rid of a Marauder's Axe or something like that. I think we go for this Foot Soldier on the chance that we actually end up getting more of them. But you really want about 3 at least, I think. You want to be able to play this in kind of a constructed-esque kind of way. I'm going to take it. If we get some coming back, then that's going to be pretty sweet. And we got the Anvil Wrought Raptor. So, pretty good. Daybreak Chaplain or the Salvager of Ruin. So this helps us reuse cards that have just gone into the graveyard. So we can trade up, basically. If we lose our Boreal Elemental or something like that, we can sacrifice this and get it back. There's a little bit of an investment and obviously quite situational, though. I think it might just be some early game with the Daybreak Chaplain, though, to be honest. The 1/3 stops a lot of aggro. And we don't really have any 2-drops right now, so I think it's the Chaplain. Soulmender, sure. And Plummet for the sideboard. Pretty mountain for the sideboard. Ooh, Cavalier of Dawn. Alright, I think we're cutting out the red. We'll keep in mind we've got some red cards in our sideboard, but for now I think we're pretty sure that that's going to get cut. We're just going to be trying to do blue-white, and obviously Cavalier of Dawn looks really sweet here. You can actually destroy your own permanents with that activated ability, so we get to do some fun stuff there. We can also bring back artifacts and our enchantments, so if we've got any auras or our raptor has died, then our 4/6 with vigilance Definitely going to come through. Let me just evaluate the rest of the cards, I guess, before I go ahead, because this is what I do. I end up getting ahead of myself. We got the Frilled Sea Serpent. This thing destroyed me last week. It's a 6 mana 4/6. It's decent. I guess if it's left untouched, it's going to be pretty good. We've also got a cantrip in Befuddle as well. It's a decent enough combat trick. We're never going to like let the Cavalier go, though, I don't think. I think we have to go Cavalier. Ooh, Drawn from Dreams has come back, but we also have a Cloudkin Seer. Ah! Oh, these are good cards. These are good cards. We've got the Marauder's Axe, which is good for flyers. Evolving Wilds is good fixing. Daybreak Chaplain again is kind of nice. I think my pick is between the Drawn from Dreams and the Cloudkin Seer, though. Look at 7 and put 2 into your hand. We can get our bombs with this one. Yeah. I'm a little worried that I might not have time to cast this spell, but in the late game it's pretty sweet. It's like Divination for 1 extra mana, except for you get a lot more choice with what you end up getting. Cloudkin Seer, though, being the redraw, and again, another elemental could be relevant. I don't think we're splashing for, like, Risen Reef, though, if we find it. I think we're just sticking to blue-white at this point. None of these really come under bombs or removal, though, which is what I'm really looking for. We kind of got our Cavalier of Dawn as our bomb. Our removal is only Frostlinks at this point, so we do want to be looking out for that kind of thing, but in blue and white we don't really have that. We have Convolute, which, I don't know, it's just terrible. Could see the Marauder's Axe being the pick, but it's probably going to rotate. I'm going to take the Drawn from Dreams. I also think I need the 4th one as well, so this is maybe a little bit of a greedy rare pick. Battalion Foot Soldier, number 2. But we have Frostlinks here as well. Glaring Aegis, tapping a creature an opponent controls, but give +1/+3. I think it's between Frostlinks and Foot Soldier here. If we're going to run Foot Soldier, I need about 2 more. But Frostlinks is very nice as well. I think it's probably Frostlinks. And this kind of comes under removal in a weird roundabout way. It's kind of tempo removal. Yeah, hope Foot Soldier comes back around, I think. There's a fair few uncommons for the bot to take first of all. Yeah, I'm going to go after the Frostlinks. Another Loyal Pegasus, Inspired Charge, and Winged Words. Oh, this pack is gas. Vial of Dragonfire's down there as well. So, I'm thinking Inspired Charge might be what we want, because that's kind of a win con. With all these flyers, that's unblocked damage that we're going to get through. Or the plan, at least, for all these flyers. That being said, it is the common of the pack, and we have Loyal Pegasus. I think we're still seeing a few more packs as well, aren't we? I think there's 2 more packs after this one. I think that's how it works. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm really unsure on this one. I think it might be the Loyal Pegasus, and hope that 1 or 2, or 1 or both of these actually comes back around, and then we get to choose. I really like the early game aggression, though, with the Loyal Pegasus, if we can make it happen. But Winged Words is so good. This enables this. I'm going to go with a Pegasus. Fencing Ace. Negate. Sleep Paralysis. There's a removal. I think we go after the removal because we are a bit lacking. So we tap creature and it doesn't untap during its untap step. Only thing that's going to do untapping there is pretty much like Act of Treason. Yeah, take the Sleep Paralysis, lock them down. Aether Gust, another Sleep Paralysis. Choose target spell or permanent that's red or green. Yeah, this is a little bit more narrow for a best of 1 draft, so I think it's probably another Sleep Paralysis we go after here. This bottom line just basically means nothing, but this basically means that this pack, when it comes back around, it's going to have something for us. We also have the Angelic Gift to give flying as well, which is not irrelevant. We're kind of trying to fly. But I think we want the removal. Another Frostlynx. It's probably the pick. Yeah, this one's a bit of a dud, to be honest. Frostlynx it is. 3 Frostlynx, though, is pretty sweet. Ooh. Now we got a trouble. We got the Cerulean Drake. 2 mana 1/1 flyer with protection from red, so... No reduced to ashes coming at this thing. Can't be blocked by... what's it? The Aeronaut. I guess it couldn't be anyway, but still. I guess the Aeronaut can't get through it. Yeah, I think I can't afford not to take the Cerulean Drake, although the Octoprofit is very nice. I really like how much blue focuses in pack number 2. Just because we were very focused on white originally, so this kind of evens it all out. I'm going to take the Drake. And Befuddle came back. Okay, Befuddle's decent for trading off, and it's a redraw, so I like it. Get to go through the deck quite a fair bit. I am kind of interested in the Sea Serpent, but I think it's just a little bit too expensive. When we're running flyers, we should be probably getting over the top of them anyway, so... I'm not sure how important this is. I think every card really is kind of the win con of the list once it's a flyer, you know? So, we should have a lot of good top decks. I'm going to take the Befuddle. Low on removal. Having options. Anticipate or a Chaplain. Target creature can't be blocked this turn is also kind of nice. But with evasion, we've basically got evasion underway. You know, all these flyers, it's going to be hard to block them. Unless our opponent's equally playing a flyers list. And then it's basically just us outperforming our opponent. And in which case, the Anticipate would be better. But to stop early game aggression. What's our curve looking like at the moment? Got 5, 1, and 2 drops. Could maybe do with another one. I'm tempted to go for the Anticipate, but I think they're both filler. I don't think I can really go too wrong with either of these ones. I think I'm going to go with the Anticipate. Helps me find my good cards, I think. And we've whiffed on that one. At this point, we are very much just in the we're going blue-white plan. So I'm just going to shove a Smuggler in my... You know what? Let's take the uncommon. And nothing for us here. So just take the uncommon. For Vault Progress or whatever. Salvager of Ruin. Yeah, sure. Hardcover. I guess so. And Smuggler. Alright, last pack. Alright, Kalia is a pretty awful mythic for us. It's probably a pretty awful mythic for this format, right? I would think so. Herald of the Sun. That seems like a bomb. 6 mana 4/4 with flying. Put a counter on another target creature with flying. So we can just use this as our mana sink. It's decent statted-ish. I think it's a little understated, but it makes it up for it with the activation there, which is kind of nice. I mean, what's our better option, really? We've got the Protector Griffin. Whenever the creature enters the battlefield under your control, this gets +1/+1. That could be better. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Herald of the Sun. We're a little light on actual, like, bomb threats, I think. So just having something like this seems pretty sweet. It could be the curve that I should be looking for. Ooh, Cerulean Drake looks good. I like Cerulean Drake. We don't really have any flyer payoffs. Oh, we have some removal as well. Destroy target tap creature. You gain 1 life for each creature you control with flying. I think we have to take Aerial Assault. I really do like the Cerulean Drake, but removal is light. We've got the Frostlynx and the Befuddles. We've got 2 Sleep Paralysis. I mean, it's not too light, but no actual destroy effects. So if there's anything with an activated ability or something that gets triggered, we just don't really have an answer to it. So I think we have to take the Aerial Assault. It's also quite conditional as well, because the creature itself has to attack or tap first. But we can take advantage of the life gain side of it as well. I think we need it. Portal of Sanctuary. And it's probably... Yeah, there's another foot soldier. We'll see if that one comes back, otherwise this is getting cut. I don't think it's the pick. I think like Inspired Charge is probably better. Or even Metropolis Sprite. +1 plus a -1. So it becomes a 2-1 attacker for 1 blue every turn. Yeah, I think we want something like Inspired Charge. Our ETBs are essentially non-existent. We can redo... I suppose we could redo the Frostlinks with the portal. So that's one thing we could do. Can redo the Inspiring Captain. We could redo Cavalier of Dawn. And maybe we could upgrade the squad captain. So there's a lot to do with the portal. None of it's particularly bomb-worthy, though. I think it's too late to go on the foot soldier plan. On the last pack is not really where you want to be going with it. So I think we want to probably end up cutting that. I do like Moment of Heroism. +2/+2 and lifelink until the end of the turn, but I think creatures you control get +2/+1 is probably just going to be a game ender. That's our bomb, right? Target creature with power 4 or greater on the bottom of its owner's library. Decent enough removal for big threats. Things like Vorse Claw showed up a lot on last week's Sealed. I think we want to take this. It's going to hit something eventually, right? Yeah. It's a trade up on the mana as well. 2 mana. There's never a 4-power creature that's any less than 2 mana. And I love the art as well. Very much into that. Veil of Summer. Meh. Colossus Hammer I've seen do work. Kind of goes against our flyer plan, but we're not really paying off for having flyers except for Winged Words. Necessarily. It might just be the pick though. I don't know if Fortress Crab's really what I'm looking for. We don't have a way of killing the wand. When this enters the battlefield, tap a creature an opponent controls and then get +1/+3. So we can make like a super powered Daybreak Chaplain. A 2/6 for 3 mana essentially. It's okay, I suppose. I wish it gave like Vigilance or something, but tapping down a creature might be relevant. To a certain extent. Yeah, I guess it's the pick. I don't know if Colossus Hammer's necessarily what I want. It's good late game though. Forces some blocks. Makes basically every creature a threat at that point. If we could stick it on a Chaplain as well. 11 life a turn. You just win the game. This becomes a 5/9 with the Aegis. With Vigilance. I think that's really good. I'm going to take it. Tapping down is kind of what we want. Ooh, an Aerial Assault. Fairy Miscreants. They're good if you can get many of them. We know we're not going to. We've basically seen all of the cards at this point. I think I'll just take the Aerial Assault removal. The Metropolis Sprite, though, kind of has me intrigued. Yeah, I think we just take the Assault. More removal. Octoprofit. Seems good. 4 mana 3/3, scry 2. It's better than the Aegis, the Salvager. You're not bad. And I kind of like the Moment of Heroism, but I think it probably is the Octoprofit. There's also Unsummon here as well to bounce creatures. Again, it's got that value of tempo that I kind of like it. It's just, it's temporary advantage on board is the only thing we can't really counter on the way back down, which I think is something that's very good with Unsummon effects. I'm going to take the Octoprofit. And there's Fairy Miscreant. I mean, I'm probably not going to play it. I could do the Raise the Alarm. It's probably better. 2 1/1s to block, as opposed to just 1 1/1. Yeah, just take the Raise the Alarm here. +0/+2 and assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. You know, that's not actually terrible. With the Elementals, the Cavalier of Dawn. It basically adds +2/+2 if you can think of it that way as well. I think it's the best card in this pack, although there is an Inspiring Captain here, which I do like. I like the idea of pseudo-vigilance, though, on some big stuff. It's like, if I can get that onto a Daybreak Chaplain, that's 5 damage, 5 life. It's basically like High Alert Madness. I'm going to go with the Gauntlet. Cerulean Drake came back. I think that's the pick. And Portal also came back as well. If we need some filler, that's definitely good. And an Inspired Charge, awesome. And now we're in filler territory, so we just take the Veil of Summer. And a Fairy Miscreant, which we're probably not going to run. And that's essentially us done. Alright. So, I think we did quite well. There are a few cards we want to cut just immediately. The Battalion Foot Soldier, gone. 3 mana, 2/2. Not good enough. Fairy Miscreant as well. Probably not worth it. It's never drawing as a card, but a 1/1 might be something we want. The draw a card and then discard a card's not the worst thing in the world here. Not against it. I just don't hate Soulmender, but it might be a cut. I'm going to go down a Miscreant, because we have to make a lot of cuts here. 11 cuts in total. Could be a Stone Golem. So let's have a look at possible cuts, because I think that's what we want to be looking at. Glaring Aegis, maybe. I guess Soulmender is a possible cut. Aegis, probably a possible cut. Anticipate, maybe. Salvager. But that's probably another potential cut. Portal, maybe. Honestly, maybe even Drawn from Dreams. Stone Golem. 5 mana, 4/4. It is what it is. Is it good enough? Who knows? 17 lands. We didn't manage to get any colour fixing, unfortunately, but we only saw, I think, 1 blue-white land, and it was in a pack that actually had some good stuff in it, so I don't necessarily regret that decision. How's our removal? Let's get our bombs and things into play. I guess we're going to call that a bomb. We don't have any big bombs, though, that's the thing. Like, let's not go ahead and call our deck all-powerful or anything, but... so we got removal in one pile here. We could just have enough. I guess Inspired Charge is a bomb. It's going to win us the game half of the time, I imagine. That's removal, sort of. It's a combat trick. Removal. And these ones are possible cuts. So we've got our bombs, which are pump spells for all of our random creatures. Possible big dude. Probable big dude, if I'm honest. Big removal spell. Guess enchantments or artifacts back from our graveyard as well. So, like, if there's an aura attached to it, it can just pull the aura back as well. So I do like running a few auras for that reason. If our creatures die, we can just return them. So that's like card filtering in this one. It's big booty power in this one, which is worthwhile, I think. Early game aggro. These ones right here. So we've got 6 cards so far. We need another 5 to cut. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and trim most of those out. Can I go like that and fix it? No, I've done it now. There's no, like, resort, unfortunately, unless is there a resort button? I don't know. We'll look at it like this. I think just cut hardcover. I want to be attacking, not stopping and drawing cards if I can really help it. Raise the Alarm is potential removal in a block an X2 kind of deal. But also just like chump some stuff. A curve is looking curvy. Don't have too many expensive things here. Mostly we're in 3 and 4, which I don't think is a terrible thing. I'm going to try and not cut the 2s and 1s though. 5 more cards. Portal's probably a little bit too cute, if we're honest. I mean, I can replay 4 mana, tap a creature down forever, which is a thing, I suppose. 4 mana, 2/1 first striking flyer. It almost trades up in value. Does it do it fully though? And do I need the Drawn from Dreams? I'm gonna cut this Raptor, I think. It just doesn't work with any of our pump spells, our auras, because it's already down on the toughness. 4 mana for a 2/1. It's great as a flyer, you know, but I don't know. When I'm looking for cuts, it's the one that sticks out to me, unfortunately. Agree or disagree with that at your whim. 3 more cards. I mean, we could go down a land to 16. Cut a Befuddle. Again, it just makes such good blocks for us, though. This is kind of like removal. You know, it basically shuts off all the power of a creature that's attacking us. It redraws itself. And we have a lot of 3 power creatures, so we basically hit a lot of stuff here. I'm going to go down an Inspiring Captain, I think. I do like it, but I don't love it. And if I'm looking for cuts, I have to get rid of things that I like but don't love. And Raise the Alarm might be there as well on that one. But again, it's something to trigger the Loyal Pegasus, and it's cannon fodder to allow us to do that as well. I think I go down the Raise the Alarm, though. Let's see if we can cut like a 3-drop. One more card. Should we try 16? Should we try 16 lands? Balances it all out. You know what? YOLO, right? I think this is a YOLO moment. Let's try 16 lands. I got told something about the mana. It might have been to go down to 16 by default. I can't quite remember what they said on that particular one, but we're going to try this, and if I end up getting mana screwed, then I might consider coming back to it. But yeah, that's essentially what the deck looks like. I kind of like the look of it, to be honest. Let's sort it back into mana cost. I think we mostly have 2 drops, 3 drops, 3 drops, 3 drops, 4 drops, 5s, 5s. Yeah. Looks like a decent curve. We've got some endgame stuff here. We've got some pump spells to just take us out of control. Removal seems actually pretty good. It was something our last sealed was lacking, so I'm kind of glad that we've got some lockdown pieces, some actual removal, and some tempo swings here. Yeah, I quite like it, actually. Let me know what you think down in the comments section below. I'll go through all of my white and blue cards, so you can let me know what kind of stuff you would have added and what kind of stuff you would have removed. Those are basically our only missing cards. We also have the colourless ones here as well, I guess. But yeah, let me know what you would have added or cut, how you would have structured the deck. If you would have gone for blue-white, in fact, let me know down in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's get into the gameplay and see if this is going to do it. Okay, we have Cerulean Drake on 2, Frostlings on 3, and Paralysis on 4. I think we'll take this. The mana's decent as well. That was one concern that we maybe had about the deck, was that our mana would not shape up, but I think taking a nice hand like that seems good. Duress can take Sleep Paralysis. Overall, though, it seems like I guess it's a good card against us. Yeah. It works, I suppose. I'm going to go with the Chaplain first. Getting that non-evasive damage if we can. We do give our opponent more information by showing them the card that they didn't see, but yeah, we just get some value here, I guess. And we could go with the Winged Words or get down the Cerulean Drake. I think it's the Cerulean Drake, honestly. Protection from red's not going to be relevant in this matchup. And I don't think we want a Frostlings and Corpse Knight. We're going to use this for tempo. Get rid of the big blockers. We should have probably attacked first. You should always attack first. I'm a bad boy for not doing that. But yeah, we'll take 2. Gorging Vulture. Yeah, you see that's something that we can Frostlinks. If we really want to. And I think we do. Just lock it down. Elsa trades with the Corpse Knight then as well. So tap down the Vulture. Play a land, swing for 2. Adding to our board, if we get to Squad Captain, that's going to be pretty sweet. +3/+3, so it's a 5/5 with Vigilance. Master Splicer! Ouch, that's a good one. We got the Octoprofit. So I think what we want to do is... if I can get the Eternal Isolation, we've got removal for the Splicer token. We do want to get in with our flying damage whenever possible. So we want to be swinging in with the Cerulean Drake. I think we want to play the Octoprofit purely for the blocker, though. Stops everything except for the Splicer token, and if we can find something like our Aerial Assaults, that's going to be pretty sweet. I mean, this Plains is pretty good. I think we want both of these, honestly. Plains for the Squad Captain, and then land, and then the Frostlinks so we can keep attacking. And we can actually do Frostlinks and Winged Words in the same turn, as long as we get to keep our Drake around. Ouch. Theirs is much bigger than mine. Or is it? Oh ho ho. Getting in for 2. Works for me. Alright. Swing. And Squad Captain. It's a shame we can't make it bigger than theirs. But I can tap it down with a Frostlinks. They've got Pacifism. That's an ouch. That's a big ouch. Never saw any Pacifisms of our own, and now flying for the Squad Captain. That's probably going to do it. I think we just lose now. I mean, we can Frostlinks it down. That was our original plan anyway, but still. I think that's pretty grim. Let's go Winged Words first. See if we get any additional options. Gauntlets of Light. See, that's quite nice on a Chaplain. But we do want to tap down the Squad Captain first. And I think we swing. We've got a bad block on the token here. We got no block on there, but it's also a bad block. We're gaining a little bit of life we can push through. Yeah, we could double block the Splicer token as well. This might not be worth it. Honestly, doesn't feel too worth it. I think we just pass. Keep the Squad Captain down. Hopefully we find an answer to it. We really need an Aerial Assault off the top. I'm going to take the 2. Stone Golem. Ouch. And there's a Befuddle. Okay, so we can go Gauntlets on Cerulean Drake. So now it blocks pretty decently. And we pass. I could have put it on the Chaplain, but we can just die in the air. And I really need to get rid of at least this Gorging Vulture, which, using the Befuddle on the Squad Captain, buys me a little bit that time, and we're just dead anyway. Okay. Alright, there it was. Oh no. Oh, and 1 so far. Some bad beats there. I'm probably not going to showcase all of the matches, especially if I get towards like 7 wins. It's just, there's a lot of games that are just non-games. You know, you flood out, you get mana screwed. They're just not entertaining to watch. I tend to just cut them out for the sake of the length of the video. I know a lot of you probably want to see those mana screw matchups, but I just don't find them particularly entertaining at all. So I'll end up cutting those out, but you know, we've got a no one so far. Let's go in for another one. Okay, another case of decent mana. Not a very great start for us, though. We've got turn 1 Loyal Pegasus, turn 2 nothing, potentially, turn 3 Frostlinks. Is it worth throwing back, though? I don't think so. I'm going to take it. It's slow, but we can counter the speed of this one. And if we get something like Cerulean Drake off the top, then we're laughing. Or Daybreak Chaplain. We have a lot of 2-drops that we can draw into. Better lucky than good. There we go. Alright, 3 in the air coming at you every turn. We got a Frostlinks to drop down to stop the blockers. 3 color deck from our opponent. And they got the Pegasus shot. There's Cavalier. I like it. I like it. Alright. Hit for 1. I'm going to hold the Frostlinks for additional value. I don't think there's much sense in putting it down. It's 2 extra damage, sure, but I might need the Frostlinks to push through flyers. Land. Good stuff. Okay. I mean, do we use Befuddle as a redraw? Potentially. Really want a Plains off the top, so that's why I'm thinking that maybe I want a Befuddle just for the sake of it. Goblin Ringleader. Let's see if it hits. There are a fair few goblins in the core set, and they also get to scry as well. Scourger, Invocation, and a healer. Okay, and they scry to the top. I think I am going to Befuddle for the land. No, I'm not. I don't really need the Cavalier down. I can just Frostlinks this Ringleader, I guess. It doesn't feel all that great. Drawn from Dreams. Could get me my land drop. Alright, this is a nice time to do that. So we can go Plains and Loyal Pegasus here. Setting up our flyer base again. Swing for 1. 3 damage in the air coming at them. We have our Cavalier of Dawn enabled. Healer we don't care about. The Scry is really good for them. We could give them a Golem token as a trade-off to the Season of Growth. I'm not against that. It's also card advantage if they play auras and things like that. So I'm not too impressed by leaving them with that kind of thing. Let's swing first. Garden. Yeah, I think we Cavalier the Season of Growth. Definitely don't want to Cavalier our own stuff. And Frostlinksing things right now doesn't seem great. We'll use the Frostlinks to stop our opponent from blocking profitably on our Cavalier. So let's get rid of the Season of Growth. If they've got any pump spells or anything, they have to use them now to draw cards. So we've got like 2 turns of Frostlinksing that Golem. We've got a 4/6 with Vigilance as well, which is pretty sweet. We can also even Inspired Charge or even Befuddle, so we've got a lot of combat tricks here to make sure that the Cavalier of Dawn is actually as broken as it can be. Scorch Spitter. Okay. They have lots of cannon fodder, it's apparent. So I think for now, if they were to quad block my Cavalier, they still don't have enough. through the befuddle. So let's just get some chump blocking going. They've blocked very well. Okay, so I'm just going to take this opportunity to get rid of 2 bodies here. So we'll block like that, and we'll befuddle the 3/3. Eternal Isolation. Not too bad if they follow up with a big spell. They're at that point now, mana-wise, where that is potential. But we have removal, we have tap down, and we have pump for the finish as well. Basically 4 extra damage on the inspired charge, guaranteed. Voracious Hydra. That's going to be an isolation target. Awesome. Never see that again, as long as they don't shuffle anyway. So let's take our value while we can get it. To the bottom with you. And they can't actually attack us very well, so get swinging. Double block does nothing. So they take it down to 8. Risque. Alright, I'm going to go with Frostlinks now, because I'm probably going to be inspired charging next turn. So let's get that tapped down so they have less blockers. Overgrowth Elemental. Okay. Scorch Bitter is an elemental. Doesn't look like it, but it is actually a lizard that's on fire, which makes it an elemental. Don't tell the animal abusers that are kind of into that thing. You can't make your bearded dragons elementals by setting them on fire. It's not how it works. Alright, we have, we probably don't have lethal, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if they don't block, I guess. And we can't, we're 1 mana short of making up the exact damage here. But I think we go for it while they don't have, like, shock open. All attack. Good stuff. You did. Yeah, they were basically playing to their out, and that is that we didn't have lethal there. So, it's probably a good block, unless you know that Inspired Charge is coming along, which I guess you could maybe predict. But, yeah, there's a lot of pump spells that you have to worry about. Yes! 1 and 1. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. 50% win rate. Hell yeah. So, at this point, it cost me 750 gems to get into this, so to actually go infinite, you need like 6 wins. But as far as value is concerned, 3 or 4 is where I'm going to be happy. Again, I'm not actually expecting to get 7 wins. You know, I'm very much a limited scrub. Just getting 3 or 4 makes me happy. If I can get there, all the best. All the best. Let's go for another game anyway. Alrighty then, a 4-lander with only 1 creature in it. This is probably a mulligan. Yeah, we don't really need Inspired Charge until the very last turn, so that's pretty crappy, and then this is just tempo swings that we just don't have positive tempo with this hand, so I'm going to mull it, and yep, this looks much better. Going to put the charge to the bottom, though. We need our 2 drops, so we can get this Loyal Pegasus in play and attacking. But for now, we'll slap it down. A 3rd land is also quite nice. Green-black for our opponent. It's also pitted us against a silver player as well, which is fair. You know, definitely worthy of going up against the elites. Oh dear. I guess my Pegasus is fine, yeah. Okay. I think they were just checking if it could block or not. Fair. We do get down the Frostlinks next turn, which then enables my Pegasus to actually do some stuff. Befuddles probably offers up some trades if we're lucky. I think we go tap down the Leafkin Druid. Stop the mana. Because we're going to befuddle this Sentinel next turn, so we're going to be trading off there. So I just don't want them having a 5-drop now, where this befuddle becomes really bad. Rabid Bite. Ouch. Okay, this is where Pegasus looks real bad. I wouldn't call it a bad card per se, but it's looking like one. No, let's represent blue, please, game. Opponent doesn't know what I've got. No reason to tell them that I don't have a blue card. So now we can block the Sentinel short of removal or pump spells. If they want to pump spell a Chaplain, then sure. Ew. That's an ew. Yeah. Looks like we're losing. However, that's pretty sweet. Gauntlets of Light. I will have a 5/5 with lifelink, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't really want the double block until I can befuddle. So we need to dodge removal, or a big spell that stops us from attacking. The dream has been assembled. Hey, remember that big spell that I didn't want attacking us? It's there. We found it. Lock it down. I don't like how my opponent has exactly enough to stop me from attacking. Ah! And the Scorpion. Okay. Well, that can be befuddled. I want to gain 5 life a turn. At least give me, like, blue so I can draw from dreams when I'm doing nothing. Obvious pump spell is obvious. Do I double block? Do I make sure that whatever they've got here isn't good enough? I think I have to. For... What are the pump spells in this one? Is there a +4/+4 or is it all +3/+3s? That's really important to know. So I don't want to trade off with a wolf token, but if they've got a +4/+4, then this is a big blowout. It just makes my squad captain so bad as well. But they have very little value on board at that point. I'm going to take it. Down to 6, because I can attack in through the Sedge Scorpion and do some stuff there. Oh, Pegasus, I really needed a land. Really needed a land. Let's all attack. Opponent blocks and we'll befuddle it. We get the redraw, which gets us maybe a land. We can always play the Loyal Pegasus as well. Let's see if they had that pump spell. There's the island for the drawn from dreams and for the squad captain. So they just need that +4/+4. They didn't want to show us it, or they didn't have it. One or the other. I feel it's safe to say that they only have a +3/+3. Pulse gets back the Sedge Scorpion. There it is. Well, Pegasus can swing with Pegasus. More Death Touch. Ouch. Yeah, okay. Down to 5. We are a bad draw away from dying. I think we go with the squad captain because it gets +2/+2. It becomes a 4/4, so we can block the sentinel. Actually, sorry, it's +3/+3. I didn't notice the other Pegasus behind. We can leave that behind, and then we can swing in with both Pegasi. Or Pegasuses, for the untrained of our wordsmiths out there. Hit you for 4. Alright, they do have 2 Death Touch a turn, which eventually I have to block with the Chaplain. But that should buy me enough time anyway, I would say. Yeah, I think I just have to block something here. Because if they had the +3/+3, which we still haven't seen from them, then we lose that way. We go to 1 here. We have the Drake next turn to block any of the other goodies. I think we trade off the Chaplain. I think the Vigilance is probably nicer. Also works around pump spells that I'm not thinking about. I guess I might as well get rid of the Death Touch lifelink over the Death Touch. Makes no difference realistically, I don't think, but still, it's better than not doing it. That's a good card. Alright. Put you on the bottom. And now I've got a good attack with the squad captain. I can get in with the Pegasi. Pegasus is. If you have that +3/+3, now's the time to show it. We'll be trading instead of chumping at that point, though. Bluffing. Bluffing all along. Alright, well, Drake to block the Scorpion. Probably don't even need to be honest. This is 5 points in the air. So it's on them to answer it. Maybe they got a murder? They would probably have killed the squad captain by now if they did. Forest. Yeah, I need to look up the removal, I think, from green and black, because I'm not sure if they've got like Titanic Growth or something like that. I know there's like Murder. In red there's Reduced to Ashes. In blue there's all the tap down paralysis stuff. I know a fair bit of it, but I don't know enough apparently, and that's kind of letting me down here on my my knowledge. I could potentially play a 2-drop. There aren't many left in my deck, though. I'm going to go with the Frostlinks, tap down this Sedge Scorpion. They didn't have Pump for the squad captain block last time. They sure as hell don't have it this time, so we'll get rid of the Leafkin Druid by doing this. Oh, we get that Pump spell out of them. There is, yeah, Growth Cycles, +3/+3. There is the black spell that gives Death Touch. That's a thing. Alright, they're dead the turn after next, and they've had enough. Yes! We've done it. Blue-White Flyers. Solid stuff. And I've ranked up, guys! Yay! I'm Bronze 3. You can tell I don't play Limited at all. It's very obvious. But 2-1. 200 gems, 100 packs. Cost us 750 gems to get in, so 550 gems for a draft. Seems good. Let's go for another. Okay, turn 1 Pegasus, turn 2 Drake, turn 3 Lock, and Gauntlets of Light along the way. I'm going to take this one. It's looking sweet. This is actually a +2/+2 on our Drake as well, so we can up the damage if it's protection from red, that's going to be really nice as well. So hopefully we see a red deck with lots of shocks and reduced to ashes and things like that to try and kill my Drake. Except for they can't. This looks good. I like it. Opponent gone down to 6. Alright, so turn 1, Loyal Pegasus, go. I want to see a land off the top. So far, I'm seeing the merits of 16 lands. Gonna point it out. We're drawing our lands as and when we should. Opponent on Healer of the Glade, so it could be a red deck. Elementals, if they're trying to focus on that, is definitely in those colours. Green, black. And what's our removal of choice here? I'm assuming they've got something. Rabid Bite, perhaps? Yeah. Okay. Rough, but not the end of the world. And, yeah, they should attack. And I shall let them. Alright, I think I do actually go for the 3 damage per turn with the Gauntlets of Light. Also stops future Rabid Bites. And we get Pseudo Vigilance later down the line as well. I think this is probably a good race tactic. Take you to 20. Alright. Game is on. The heat is on. Is it dead? I like making my land drop, and I like having a Frostlinks as some blocking power here as well. Sanitarium Skeleton, yeah, don't care about that. This thing does come back from the graveyard to your hand, so it's very annoying. We're not really trying to remove things like that, though, so at the end of the day, not too fussed. Alright, let's just even out our mana. And swing for 3. I could wait on my Frostlink since I don't have a good target for it, but at the same time, the only thing I'm really doing is giving my Drake Pseudo Vigilance. And that's kind of the thing that I'm thinking about here. If I've got Pseudo Vigilance on my Drake, it means they're not attacking. And the only reason I would play Frostlinks here is so that I could attack through, but there's no guarantee they don't go a 3rd land and play a 3/3 kind of thing. Like Corsair. So I honestly think that maybe holding these Frostlinks just for a bigger threat is a little bit better. That being said, would I really block if they were to attack through? Knowing that this thing has Pseudo Vigilance, it's a little bit sketchy. Well, now we'll find out. Do they know how Gauntlets works? No. They'll find out. Untap this creature. Block your healer. Yeah, found out the hard way, and now we have a good target for the Frostlinks, and we can even play another Drake. So we lock down their ramp, because we know they're mana screwed, and we'll keep them that way. And we swing through, knowing that they only have a 1/2 to block the Frostlinks. We can Frostlinks again to keep them mana screwed. So every turn that they miss their land drop is just so much better for us. Looks like it's gonna continue. Alright, well, I'm gonna swing through. We might be able to get a pump spell out of them. And I'm perfectly fine with that, honestly. I'm just gonna Frostlinks the Leafkin Druid again, so if they've got Gift of Growth or whatever it's called, then I'm all for it. Yeah. I don't think our opponent's pleased that we've got superior advantage over them right now. Oh, they're back though. Get swinging. 4 in the air. So guaranteed taking him to 10 here. Okay. And no regrets on my line of play there. Frostlinks to take down the Leafkin Druid again. Veil of Summer, that's a good one. Alright, so they get their 3rd mana here. I'm just going to hold my land for scare tactics. Healer of the Glade. Alright. I guess I could have played my planes for the untap on the Gauntlet, but is it really going to matter? Because they have a 0-3, and I don't think there's any haste in green or black in this format. I think red is the only place. I suppose there's the Ceratops, the new protection from blue thing. That can get haste. But my opponent's too colour screwed for that to be relevant. I think they'll be long dead before that's a thing. Bone Splinters. Alright. And Greenwood Sentinel. Something good. Daybreak Chaplain. I guess that's fine. Trade off a Frostlinks with a Sentinel. Play Chaplain. I guess I'm fine with that. I'm in the aggressor here, so I really want to push that advantage. I don't think I want to stop attacking for 4 damage here. Just because of the Sentinel. Yeah. I want to get them as low on life as I can possibly get them so that this 1-1 flyer is going to cut it. If they're using removal on a 1-1 flyer, I'm in a really, really good spot. Audacious Thief. This one draws a card and loses life. Again, if they're low on life, they won't want to attack with this, and it'll be purely just a blocker. And I will gain my free 1 life. So now I'm kind of thinking, do I just want to swing at them for 8 turns? Is that worth it for me, or should I just all attack? I could give my opponent card advantage by attacking him with too much. Because obviously the Audacious Thief is there, but it's honestly, it's going to halve their clock if they're going to be doing that, but it can eventually lead to them finding the answer to my Cerulean Drake. We play our land and see what's going in. Definitely going with that. I think I might press the advantage. They block with the 0-3. They block with the 2-2. And then we have the block on the Audacious Thief. The only reason I wouldn't want to do this is if I had Inspired Charge off the top. Which is definitely a possibility. How many cards we got left? 26, and 2 of them are Inspired Charges. There's also Befuddles as well. Maybe I just offer 1 trade here. Or the potential for them to not want to block with the Leafkin. This gives me information. And make sure that this Thief's not attacking for too much. Yeah, they're willing to test me. That's what I wanted to know. If they weren't willing to test, if they thought that this card was a pump spell. Duress. Gotcha. Alright, we've wasted 1 of their mana. Which means this Thief can't actually really, realistically play too many good spells if it attacks here. And we got 2 good blocks. So trade for me is a good block. Yep, no attacks. Good stuff. That's bad. Alright. Well, the jig is up. They know what we're doing. So, 7-turn clock. We got so many good draws. We got some redraws with, like, Winged Words, Befuddle, Drawn from Dreams. And then we have the Inspired Charge, which is just going to win us the game. If they attack, then we have some good aerial assaults. Healer of the Blade has just bought them 3 turns. And maybe some actual attacks with the Audacious Thief, if they want to get a redraw. It's a mystery roll on the Audacious Thief, whether or not they're trading up. And we keep drawing lands. Okay, well I'm going to hold my land. Because at this point, it does not matter. Yeah, I think we just drawn lands like 3 turns in a row, something like that. It's not great. We'd have won long ago if they didn't have the answer with the Bone Splinters. Another Sentinel. Okay, well we're at 18, so this is okay. Come on, good card. Winged Words, there we go. 2 mana redraw. Divination. Let's do this. Octoprophet and Eternal Isolation. Well, Octoprophet is pretty good. The Isolation, if they end up pumping their Sentinels, is going to be pretty good. Give me some good stuff. Inspired Charge and Befuddle is all good. It is all good, my friends. I guess I just take the redraw. The chance for the -4 is actually pretty good since we've got these attacks with our 2/2s. So, this is sorcery speed. Gonna attack. Play a land and pass. Yeah, we've got an all attack coming next turn. Inspired Charge is gonna clean up. Short of them having something decent here. And then from there, if they don't block, we've got some decent befuddles as well. So, this is going to be very obvious, but all in. Get blocking or get dying. Good trade. Good trade. Good trade. Works out. And they might be too low on life to want to block, to use the Audacious Thief, yeah. Awesome. I love everything about this. I guess I should have gone Befuddle first so I could reduce the size of things, but I don't think it really matters. Yeah, I did weigh it up when I was doing that. I just figured the card that's underneath Befuddle might be more useful. Yeah, they've had enough. There's too much value here and they just don't come back from it. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Alright, I think we're actually 3-1. Woo! Yay, I'm 3 for 3 on the Mastery Pass, giving me gems. Good stuff. Alright, yeah, 3-1. Doing well so far. Why don't we open a pack? What do we have? Thunderkin Awakener. I also got a Mythic Wildcard. You know what? While I'm here, I've got 1,000 gold. Let's get another Core 20 pack. Time for celebrating. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We have rare wildcard. Good stuff. Alright, guys. Let's go for another game. Okay, 3 lander, Cerulean Drake on 2 with Gauntlets of Light to pump it up, removal and evasion removal. I'm going to take this one. Just a plains for our opponent. Okay, well, just a plains for you. See what you can do. Ancestral Blade. That would have been really nice in our deck, actually. It's a shame we never found one. Alright, let's get down Cerulean Drake. Will it be relevant as the protection from red? Probably doubtful, but you just never know, right? They've got a 2/2. We're going to have a 3/3. It's all going to be good. Unless they've got the Aerial Assault as their removal, then we're in a nice little spot here. So, 3/3 coming at you. Nice racing value. Angelic Gift for flying. Okay. But they want to just attack. Fair. It's not going to do too much for them. We do have the Aerial Assault. We could just kill it. That might be worthwhile. They'd possibly just end up scooping. Again, though, do I really care? I have a Befuddle, so I can just trade off eventually. Yeah, I don't think I care enough. It's bigger and better things. I mean, if they missed a land drop here, which they didn't, then maybe I would have fired it off, just so they had no threats. I could get an early scoop from them, thinking that they can't come back from it. Yeah, I'll take the 2. I save my Befuddle for when it actually gives me a severe advantage. So I think I can afford to be in that position. Like if our opponent goes for like a Rabid Bite that kills my Drake, I can reduce the power of it so it doesn't kill. So it's basically a 1 for nothing. Pacifism! Ah, that sucks. Alright. Alright. Well, we draw a land. Lands aren't the end of the world, because we do have the Herald of the Sun, but at the end of the day, Not really too pleased about that, since I can't actually do anything. This might be where I befuddle. It's not the severe card advantage I was looking for, but it's 2 less damage, and we get to potentially drop something down. I mean, we're going with a Herald, really, I think, here, so... maybe I don't need to befuddle again. I don't think it's worthwhile. More lands. Please stop. Alright, 4/4 flyer, please. If we get to untap, we're in a really good spot. We don't have an answer to pacifism, do we? Do have an answer to that, though. So holding that aerial assault has really given us a lot of advantage here. I will take 4. We're going to gain 2 from the assault anyway, and kill this soldier token with befuddle open. But yeah, this would be like, if we were untapped and they have a rabid bite here, this would be the greatest time for a befuddle. So we just have to dodge rabid bite 1 turn here. I'm guessing they're going to go for like a 4/4 though. Just play 1 out of their hand. They've got to press some advantage over. Yeah. Just a 4/5. Okay. So, let's... I think we aerial assault the 4/4. While we can. They do have this Voracious Hydra, it is true. But we have a Befuddle to reduce its damage, so we bought ourselves some time. A redraw is quite nice. Because it could actually get us Sleep Paralysis or Eternal Isolation, that kind of thing. And we're also swinging for an extra +2 whenever they get the chance. Okay, so they Hydra. Hail Hydra. And let's just befuddle it now. Get that redraw. Only hitting us for 1. Oh! The universe is a simulation and I am the one. Steadfast Sentry. When he dies, put a counter on a creature. Sure. Let's Sleep Paralysis you. No more of that nonsense, thank you very much. And swing. They're dead next turn if they can't kill my Herald. And they can still Rabid Bite because they have the 5 power, and this only gives extra 1 toughness. So that would suck. They equip to the Sentry. Sacrifice, counterspell that targets you. I've got to remember that's the thing that this is. I'm going to take the 4 because I have no choice. I might be dead. It's possible. I think it's possible anyway. Netcaster Spider. Ugh. Chaplain keeps me in this. I have to use my Inspired Charge to get past the spider though. But that might not be the worst thing in the world. I mean, I could use it to block, put a counter on a creature you control though. If you put it on the spider, that's going to be really bad. Yeah, I think I just have to use it like this. Force the spider out. There we go. 2-turn clock. Back to it. They're a removal plus a pump spell away from winning. I don't really want to give them just the pump spell away from winning. So I'm going to block. Hope they don't have another spider. So that could ruin the game for us. Oh, no. Yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. Now we're trading off a sentry. Because we can't get through the mammoth spider. We just lose all of our threats. Let's see if they double attack. Okay, well maybe there's hope for us. We block here. If they don't have a pump spell, we're still in this, but this attack here says pump spell to me. Yeah, we're just dead anyway. Growth cycle. Womp, womp. Yeah, if Herald could pump itself, there was no chance we were losing this game, but that pacifism on the Drake, that made And brokers. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yep, 3 and 2, one away from defeat, but can we get any more wins out of this draft? I'm already in the sweet spot where I'm happy with our results, but I would love an extra win at least. Let's see if we can make it happen. Okay, we're in, and we have a really aggressive flying hand. I'm digging this one, honestly. Our opponent gets to go on the play, which is not great for us, but we are one loss away from losing the draft, so we're on the wire. Let's make this thing happen. I think we go with the double Loyal Pegasus. It's just extra damage. Although an Unchained Berserker with protection from white, we have protection from red. Obviously, we want to drop down the Drake now. Pass the turn. So it has protection from our Pegasus, but our Drake has protection from the Berserker. Let's see what they do here. It's the battle of the protection spells. They've made it so it can't be blocked. Ugh. What a combo. Ooh, Aerial Assault. Oh, it's protection for white! No! We can get the Goblin Smuggler, though. Do I want to do that, or do I want to push a little bit further? I think I want to stop the protection and then swing for 3 myself, because that's basically what they're doing here. So, kill the Smuggler, so that it's no longer unblockable. And then next turn, we've got the Prophet, I guess? I'm not sure which one we want to go with, actually. We've got 3 pretty good spells here. We can cast all of them, but only one of them. The Pegasus would mean... never mind. The Pegasus would have meant that I could swing in with both while leaving the Drake back, but that is no longer the case. Do need an answer to the Raptor, so maybe Drawn from Dreams is what I'm looking for. I don't mind the Octoprophet though. But if I Octoprophet for the Scry 2 and I like both cards, I'm going to be spending a lot of time not doing what the Drawn from Dreams was here to do. I'm actually unsure as to which line to take here. Octoprophet trades with the Berserker. Badly. I could go with the Drawn from Dreams to find... I guess I want to wait a little while on that, because I can actually do Pegasus Drawn next turn. Boreal Elemental, that's the card I want. I don't want the extra land, though. Yeah, if I go for, like, Drawn from Dreams, what I'm thinking is if I ever get Squad Captain, then I want as many bodies on board first before that comes down, so that it's out of range of a lot of their removal. And this is a good card to be doing that with. I could do still the Loyal Pegasus Drawn from Dreams plan, though. But this is just a really good blocker. I think I'll go with that. We're in a bit of a stalemate. Who can break it first? Feels like I might have that potential. With a lot of my tap-down effects. Sleep Paralysis, Frostlinks. Cavalier on the Raptor is kind of what I'm thinking as well. That would be really nice. But Drawn from Dreams would have to get me a Plains at the same time. Or we'd just have to luckily top deck one. Alright, so they anticipate for a card. I can now attack through the Raptor as well. Ugh. Gauntlets of Light is really nice. Gauntlets of Light makes this attack for 6. I like that. So I can do Gauntlets here. Nice big boy toughness. We'll play a Loyal Pegasus as well. And we're swinging for 6. Our opponent doesn't have the blocking power to stop it, and next turn we can use it as pseudo-vigilance as well. The untap on the gauntlets is going to be really nice. 6 power is very good as well, because reduced to ashes is their removal of choice. I think it's sorcery speed as well. But I guess maybe they have bounce. Is bounce? How much bounce is in blue? We'll have to see on that one. It's not the end of the world, and it also costs 2 extra if they're going to bounce the creature itself. Sure about that? I think they have forgotten that that is a thing. As for the Lavakin Brawler, I think I'm just going to let it go. Protection from red, my friend. B-E-A... Beautiful. Alright, let's do the math. Because I don't want to die on the backswing. Right, if I swing with everything, I am representing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage. I am representing enough to be lethal, so they have to block one thing. They will probably be double blocking the elemental if I had to guess. Also, Cerulean Drake is unblockable, so that's guaranteed 3. I'm giving +2 +0. +2 +1, sorry. So I think I'm in a position where the backswing can't kill me. Quick math. Let's do this. I think I come out on top on this one. There is a first strike trade there, actually. I didn't consider that one specifically. But we're trading there. 9, 10, 11... Oh, that's lethal. If they go with this. If they go with this plan, they're dead. First strike. And the rest for Xaxes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, baby. Give me that sweet, sweet victory. And we ranked up. For whatever that's worth. Not very much. 4 and 2. Give me that sweet gold as well. So now we're at 450 gems. We basically paid for half of the draft if we don't include all of the sweet and wonderful uncommons and commons that we got. Ooh, value. But yeah, let's see if we can get 5 wins, shall we? Again, if we lose, we are out. But if we win, I only paid 100 gems for this draft. And that's worth it in my books. That is worth it. Okay. No white, but we're on the draw with double Cerulean Drake. Opponent says hello, I'll get to them in just a moment. I think we take this hand. On the draw means that we've got increased odds of finding the land that we need anyway. Drakes, if we're up against a red deck, that's going to be pretty good. And the Gauntlet of Lights, I do love this combo. Never thought I'd love it as much as I did, but it's actually disgusting. Hello, opponent. We got an Octoprofit. That could dig us out of a bit of a trouble spot if we can ever get to 4 mana. Risky, but we have castables. So while we have castables, we're in a decent spot. We're not actually getting the benefit from protection from red. And there's a Warden. That's a card that I would have loved. Alright, we missed our land drop again. I think we may be just losing to Mana Screw, which is kind of self-inflicted. I don't know. We got like 3 draws to find a land. I don't think that's really something that's bad. Angel of Vitality. And they've got all the cards I want. Damn. And we missed our land drop. Yeah, I don't think taking a 2-lander with about 3 draws before not finding your land is bad. Was a bad keep. But this is pretty grim. Yeah, I'm going to have to not let it go. They can turn it into a 2-1 or they can leave it as a 1-2. Either way, they trade off Drakes in a 1 or a 2 of kind of situation. And looks like they got the Boreal Elemental. Empyrean Eagle. My god. Yeah, they've got the absolute nuts, unfortunately. They really do. Not much you can do against something like this, especially missing the land drops. So I can't really trade with a Befuddle. I could Gauntlets of Light, which turns some things into a decent attack. They can't get in with the Empyrean Eagle, but I kind of want them to because of the aerial assault. I think I just lock down one of their spells. Oh, have you got counter magic as well? Oh my god. Yeah, this one's already written in stone. We joined a losing battle. Opponent with the lands, the massive attack. Do you even have a pump spell? Do you have that as well? Pumps up the Metropolis Shrine. They could have gone for 1 point more. Chose not to. Our isolation hits nothing. Yeah, we're just destined to fail. Let's go after the Eagle. Maybe this resolves. We go up to 10. No. Alright, guaranteed loss. I'll take it. Can't really feel bad about this. I don't think I took a bad hand. I really don't. It was a little risky. I'll grant you that, but we were just... Look at this. Even finding a third land with that hand. If it had 3 lands in it, what difference would it have made? Would it have made any difference whatsoever? And I don't think it would. Our opponent had a really, really good deck. So that's what it is. Alright, well, 4 and 3. We ended up getting 450 gems back. Not quite. I wanted the extra 2 gems for the extra win there, but we weren't competing with that. There's no chance in hell. Not at all, so you just gotta take the punches that you're given sometimes. But I'm happy with that. I did say that I wanted at least a 3 or a 4 win draft, and we managed to get that. We got a little bit screwed out at the end by a colour screw or mana screw, and our opponent having the nut draw, so we wouldn't have made any difference. But yeah, I really enjoyed that draft, and I hope you guys did too. Let me know what you would have done differently in the comments section below. Happy to hear any of your feedback. I did better than I did last time, so hopefully it's not all bad feedback. But yeah, if you did enjoy this, then it helps out the channel a great deal to let me know down in the comments section below, as well as hitting down them like buttons as hard as you can. Smash that like button. If we get 5,000 likes, I'll I don't know, I'll send nudes, I guess, something like that. But yeah, other than that, hit that bell icon to get notifications when I go live in the future. These videos do take a long time to make, so I really appreciate any support that they do get. Other than that, guys, I will see you all next time. Bye bye.